श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्यो मे समिदत्तां सदा श्रीवासरंग परकालं मित्रयाप्त लक्ष्मात्मरक्षणेति दीर्घागमान्तम् आचार्य भक्ति परिपूर्णवर्गशीलं गोपालदेशिकमुनिं गुरुमाश्रयामः. This is a wonderful opportunity and I try to restrict my communication in English because there are some youngsters who do not know Tamil, and for their benefit, if they understand if at least 1% of what I speak, I consider it as a success. So I would restrict it to English language. Not that I am proficient in English, but that's a better way to communicate. So this particular topic was explained and enjoyed by us in Singapore in Mukund Swami's Tirumaligai every Sunday. And what happened? Every Sunday, 4 to 5, 1 hour, we used to cover 10 topics of this. And like that we went on for 60 weeks. And not even 1 week, Srimati Kripa Mami repeated the prasadam. It was a unique prasadam every week. So for that we used to have crowd coming in every Sunday. Not because of my talk, but for the prasadam. So it's a very enjoyable lines. These lines are like one-liner. Aramshaya Virimbu, Aruvadi Sinam, Iyalvadu Karavel. Like that, Avayar had made the issue. A one-liner for our day-to-day applicability. And Yajnam Swami, Navalpatnam Yajnam Swami, has picked up these lines from various Vedanta Desika's works. Vedanta Desika was one of the greatest acharyas, poets, logicians, Sanskrit scholars. He had written more than 120 works which are available. Some were lost, and he lived 755 years back. He was in the lineage of Ramanuja Sampradaya, and Vedanta Desika lived for 101 years. From 1268 to 1369, he lived in Kanchi and travelled various places. He wrote number of stotras, number of kavyas, natakams, ragasya grantham, and very many granthams for our sake. In addition to being teaching, travelling, following the Anushtanams, he also wrote. And when he wrote these many words, it was not like our typing in Microsoft Word. It was writing on a palm leaf. And he cannot undo or do damage or edit. Even for a 3-liner WhatsApp message, I edit. He writes so many works without edit. And not just that, it is crystal clear document, unambiguous document, full of Vedantartha document. And most sweet, Parama Bodhyam, these documents. And here these statements are compiled from those documents. Now, Yajnam Swami writes that these were picked up when he was taught by his grandfather. He picked up these lines. And he says, why am I publishing it? Because nowadays people want everything in small dose. They don't have time. So you have to give one-liners. Then only people will understand. And Desika's works are like the vast ocean. Somebody has picked up the pearls and given us. We just need to take and enjoy. And that's how we are starting with this. Now, he had written 100 lines starting with A, and another 100 lines starting with A, then E, U, So those 600 lines he wrote. After that, I don't know why he stopped, he discontinued. I asked him a few months back. He said, Bhagavad Sankalpam, I could not continue. Even though it says, Arana Desikanin Arivuraigal Ayiram. Maybe he would do some other time. However, don't get scared. I'm not going to do all the 600. I will do only 10 today. But I'm just going to turn the page and pick up whatever that comes to my eye. That's what I'm going to do. So the first one, Atma Karsham Pesadu. Atma Ushkarsham Pesadu. Means do not boast yourself. Do not praise yourself. Means do not talk about, I have done this, I know this. I used to, 200 people used to work with me. I was a boss. But what are you today? Nothing. Why are you talking about I was, I am? That egoistic arrogance, pride, that should not be there. And he says, Atma Karsham Pesad. Why? Because in front of the Lord, we are nothing. We are like a dust. They used to say the human beings are like insects when compared to the devas. Indran, Agni, Varunan, Vayu. Compared to them, we are like insects. And compared to Shiva, Chaturmukha Brahma, the devas are like insects. And compared to Shiva and Narayana, Chaturmukha Brahma and Dev, Rudra are nothing. So, when such a Lord is there, our Father, our Pita, our Mata, our everything. Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhuscha Gurus Tvameva. Tvameva Vidya Dravidam Tvameva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. He is our Lord, our Master, our supporter, our Jivan. So, Atma Karsham Pesad. This is being talked about when Arjuna was not performing well in the Kurukshetra battlefield. Yudhishthira was very angry because his brother did not perform well that day. So when they went back to the pavilion, Yudhishthira told Arjuna, why don't you give the bow to somebody else? What's the point of having a divine bow if you are not able to even fight? You did not do well today, like a typical HR manager he talked about. And Arjuna was hurt because Arjuna had taken a vow in the past that anybody who talks low about his vow, he will kill him. He said, he took a vow that anybody who talks low about my divine vow, I will kill him. And now who is saying? His own brother, Yudhishthira. So Yudhishthira said, give your bow to somebody else. You did not do well. So Arjuna wanted to kill him. But he cannot kill the elder brother. Elder brother is like the father himself. So he felt so hurt, repentant. So he wanted to commit suicide because he had mentioned that he wanted to kill his brother, and because of that feeling, he wanted to commit suicide. So he went to Krishna. What should I do? I wanted to kill him. I wanted to commit suicide. Both are wrong. Both are against the Shastra. What should I do? He said, simple. Don't worry. You can do both. How can you do both? To kill somebody, you have to scold him. You have to just abuse him verbally. If you verbally or in your mind hurt somebody, abuse somebody, scold somebody, it is equivalent to killing him as per the Shastra. And if you praise yourself, if you brag about yourself, it is equivalent to committing suicide. So you do both, you have done that. So you wanted to keep your promise, do that. So the message here is please let us take a promise that we will not kill anyone, means we will not hurt anyone, nor we will talk great or exaggerate about ourselves. So that's one. Then we would go to some of the wonderful statements which is talked about here. அடியார்க்கு ஆட்பட்டு பெருமாளான், அடியார்க்கு ஆட்படு பெருமாளான். We know we are all devoted. I hope so. At least fake. We fake devotion. We are all devoted to Perumal. We are all bhaktas of Perumal. Even if we pretend we are all, the Lord believes. Because Nammalvar himself says, கையா சக்கரத்தி என் கருமாணிக்கமே என்று பொய்யே புறமே சொன்னேன். Nammalvar says, கையா சக்கரத்தி என் கருமாணிக்கமே, oh my Lord, my மாணிக்கமே, my darling, I told Perumal. And that too I told outwardly, not from inside. Just பொய்யே, just acting. I was faking it. And he believed. Perumal believed that as if I said it sincerely. So, Perumal does believe even if you fake it. So, better to fake it in the beginning. But, here what it says, பாகவதர்களுக்கு தாசனாக்க பெருமாள் துணையை நாட வேண்டும். In order to earn Perumal's pleasure, in order to get Perumal's preeti. Suppose I go to Swami Devarajan Swami's house, Tirumaligai. He invited me for lunch. So I go. And when I go, his grandson was playing outside. 5-year-old grandson. And what happens? He saw me, he hugged me. And he was playing in the road. He was full of dirt on his hand. He came and hugged me. My aim was to go into Devarajan's house and have lunch. I am already hungry. I didn't have my breakfast because I am waiting for the sumptuous lunch. And this boy is troubling me, disturbing me. So I was not very happy because he is stopping me from going inside. So I simply pushed him. I said, okay, I will come to you. I go inside. Devarajan Swami noticed me pushing his grandson away and entering him. Will he be happy? He would not at all be happy. In fact, he would be repenting himself why I invited him. Rather than that, had I hugged the grandson, kissed him, and played with him for 5-10 minutes more, in spite of Devarajan calling me inside, he would be extremely happy because I was playing with his grandson. The same thing we need to follow for the rest of the Bhagavatas, Bhagavata Uttamas. All devotees are the favorites of Perumal. All devotees are his darling children. If at all we talk ill about them, if at all we think ill about them, if we spread rumors about them, even if we think in our mind wrongly about them, Perumal would be displeased. He would be completely displeased. He would not like it. And who says this? Perumal himself said, you have to respect my devotee. And if you do not respect my devotee, even if you are born as a Vedic scholar, even if you have learnt Vedas, you are nothing for me. I am not happy. I will be angry on you. Tirupanaழ்வார் says, அடியார்க்கு என்னை ஆட்படுத்த விமலன், அமலன் ஆதிபிரான், அடியார்க்கு என்னை ஆட்படுத்த விமலன். The Vimalan, the Lord who is blemishless, has enslaved me to be a servant of his devotee. Kulasekara Alvar says, Tud Britya Britya Paricharaka Britya Britya Brityasya. So he said Britya 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 means servant. I am the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord. So for seven times servant. But you may wonder, why should I serve another human being. Okay, I serve the Lord. He is the Lord. He is Sriman Narayan. He is Vishnu. I am okay. I serve him. But why should I serve him? Serve the Bhagavatottama. Why should I do that? He is also another human being like me. I have seen him with some duracharam. I have seen him not doing something, not so much sincere in his devotion. Why should I do? But we should consider him to be the darling child of Mahavishnu. What is the equation between him and the Lord is immaterial for me. I should consider him as my master. Then only Perumal will be happy. My ultimate objective is to make him happy. And Perumal also wants the other Bhagavata to respect me. Whether he does that or not is beside the point. So, this is the way. நான் உனக்கு அடிமை எனும் நிலை நன்று, அதை காட்டிலும் உயர்ந்த நிலை உன் அடியாருக்கு அடிமை என்பது. இவர் தொண்டரடி கொடியாழ்வார் who say, I am the dust at the feet of Bhaktas, Bhagavatas. He wakes up Perumal. He sings Tirupalli Ezhi. After singing 10 pasurams, at the end he says, உன் அடியாருக்கு என்னை ஆட்படுத்தாய் பண்ணி எழுந்தருளாய். At the end he doesn't want anything. Please make me a servant of your Bhagavata. And that's all. So, and then we have Avan Ugappu Adiyar Ugappadanar. Perumal would be happy if the Bhagavata is happy. If you are performing Tiruvaradhana, in the midst of the Tiruvaradhana, in the midst of puja, one Bhagavata is entering into your house. You cannot tell your wife or your child, telling, I am busy with the Aradhana. I will come and talk to you. You should not say. You should seek forgiveness from the Lord. Go and entertain the Bhagavata. Offer him whatever that he wants and seek forgiveness from him and come back to the Tiruvaradhana. So, he would be happy with that. Now, Adiyar Bhagavata Aradhanam is good. But more than that is Bhagavata Aradhanam. That is called Tadiya Aradhanam. Tadiya Aradhanam. Tadiya Aradhanam. His devotees Aradhanam. So the Aradhanam towards his bhaktas are called Tadiya Aradhanam. For a long time, I used to think it is Tadiya Aradhanam. Means when the Bhagavatas come, beat them with stick. And that is Tadiya Aradhanam. This is Tadiya Aradhanam. That is most important. And there also Vedanta Desika mentions that Bhagavad Kaikaryamam, Bhagavata Kaikaryamam, if there are two things which you have to do. One is Bhagavad Kaikaryam, another is Bhagavata Kaikaryam. You should choose the Bhagavata Kaikaryam more than the Bhagavad Kaikaryam. And between Bhagavata Kaikaryam and Acharya Kaikaryam, you should choose Acharya Kaikaryam. That is what he mentions here in Ragasya Ratnavali Hridayam. Then there is one sloka in Stotra Ratnam. Tavadasya Sukhaika Sankina Bhavane Shatswapi Kiika Janmame. This Stotra Ratnam, Alavandar, not Alavandan, Alavandan, Yamunacharya, he wrote this Stotra Ratnam, 65 slokas. In that, he mentions that it is not important as to which birth you take, whether it is a Vaishnava or a Brahmin or a monkey or a cockroach, it does not matter which birth I take. But it does matter that I should be born in a Sri Vaishnava house. Alavandar said, whatever birth you give me, it's okay. Regardless of the type of a being which I take, I'm fine. But make me an insect, a pulu, in a Sri Vaishnava house. At least I will have their kataksha. When a Sri Vaishnava, when a Bhagavata is doing a Tiruvaradhana, he sees one small pulu on the tulasi leaf. He would not beat it and kill it. He would not do that. He will take a small kuchi or a leaf, tulasi leaf, and take that insect, slightly keep it in the corner so that it does not get crushed by our walking. And by doing that, he looks at the insect. That in that insect also, the Lord is there. Because who is Narayana? Antar Bahicchatat Sarva Vyapya Narayana Sthitaha. Narayana is the one who is inside and outside of everything and everyone. Naranam Ayanam Yasya Saha. The one who is inside and outside of everything and everyone is Narayana. There is nothing in which he does not exist. In our Atma, inside, he is the indweller as Antaratma. In this mic, he is there as the Antaratma. In every part, he is there as the Antaratma. In my body, Sariram also is there, and he is not there. There is no place in which he is not there. When such is the case, what about the insect? He is there. So, we should never ever harm any being intentionally. If you walk and if an ant gets crushed, okay. If there is a mosquito, we say, we just hit and kill. The worst is, we take a tennis racket and kill many mosquitoes intentionally. So, my Acharyan, Paravakote Andavan, there used to be a lot of mosquitoes in Poundrivaram Andavanash. He always used to rotate, wave his Sutriya. He used to have an upper claw, which he used to wave like this. So I used to wonder why. Because the mosquitoes, just to drive away the mosquito, not to kill. So Adiyar Vittil, Vunu, even a Puru, even an insect in a Bhagavata's house is good. So then we would enjoy a few more lines before we come to the Ashtaksharam and the importance of Ashtaksharam. So here I would like to bring about, where I talked about Atmostarsam. Do not brag about yourself in the first. There is one here which says Atma Nindai Pannade, means do not scold yourself. It does contradict with the first one. First one I said, do not brag, exaggerate, boast yourself in front of others. Here it says, do not scold yourself or do not belittle yourself. Why? One needs to have utter humility. Of course, between two Sri Vaishnavas, we say Adiyan Dasa. Adiyan Dasanu Dasa. I am the servant of you. And regardless of whatever we learn, this is nothing. Say Bharadwaja, he performed tapas for very many years. And Devendra appeared. Devendra asked, what do you want? Sage, I am pleased with your tapas. What do you want? He said, I want 100 more years to learn Vedas. He said, granted. He was given 100 more years. He learned Vedas. After 100 years, he performed tapas again. Again Indra appeared. What now? No, I want one more 100 years because I have not finished. Okay, he gave 100 more years. Like that he had 300 years. Such a studious fellow. We wanted to finish studies within 18 years. He wanted 100 and 100 and 100. He wanted to finish all Vedas. And after 300 years, he finished and Devendra came. He asked, have I finished all Vedas? Now, is there any more? He asked Devendra. Devendra said, look at the 3 mountains. Or I can say, look at the 7 mountains. And out of which he took one handful of sand from the earth. What you learned is one handful of sand. What is yet to be learned is that so many mountains. So there is no way that one can master everything in this world. No way. Shumayana Kalvigal Sura Vandal. regardless of whatever you learn, whichever subject, it is only an iota of that subject. So, we need to have humility, always. We need to stay humble. Then only we can learn more and respect others, the knowledgeable, scholarly people. However, here, Atmanindai Pannade means if you are in front of the opponents, if you are in front of the clients, if you are in front of the sishyas, if you are in front of people who listen to you, who think you are talking sense, and you listen to you, and there you say, I know nothing, why Mukund Swami has called me, I don't know, what good he saw in me, I don't know. And if I say like that, people will tend to think, why am I listening to him first of all? So that is Atma Nindai. Do not do that. If you want your guys to listen, to talk, to learn from your scholarship, from what you have learned, which you are passing on to the next generation, do not be with yourself. You should talk about and you should pass on the information. Do not have to be humble in front of your students, in front of the opponents whom you are trying to argue, and other matantaras. For Vedanta Desika, when he is competing with Buddhists or Advaitin, he cannot say Dasanu Dasam and Krishna I should not be conquering you, I should not win over you, he should not say that. Because he is Kavitalkika Simham. He was so learned, he was such a scholar, so Atmanindai Pannade. And that's what we talk about here. And Arkum Kedudalai Ennadu. Never ever harbor ill feelings to anyone. Arkum. So this comes in the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. And Yanta Jantuvinam Pagai Parattamal Hitattai Virumbuvan. So here there is a sloka which says there are 8 flowers which Perumal likes. Vishnu loves 8 flowers. Ahimsa Pratamam Pushpam. First is Ahimsa. Ahimsa Pratamam Pushpam. First Pushpam is Ahimsa. Do not harbor any ill feeling to any being. Ahimsa Pratamam Pushpam. Pushpam Indriya Nigraha. Another Pushpam is control of senses. Do not run amok behind worldly pursuits and carnal desire. If you have a dharmic desire, okay. Don't have adharmic desire. So, Pushpam Indriya Nigraha. Sarvabhuta Daya Pushpam. Daya on Sarvabhutam. All being. Daya. Compassion. Karunya. Mercy. That should be there. Kshama Pushpam Visheshataha. Forgiveness. Forgive people. Kshama Pushpam Visheshataha. Jnanam Pushpam Tapah Pushpam Dhyanam Pushpam Tataivacha. Jnanam Tapas Dhyana. And then Satyam Ashtamidam Pushpam Vishnoho Pritikaram Bhave. So there are 8 Pushpam. Ahimsa, Indriya Nigraham, Daya, Kshama, Jnanam, Tapas, Dhyanam, Satyam. 8 Pushpam. And these 8 Pushpams are so endearing to the Lord. Of course, you want jasmine, rose, tulasi, all that Perumal likes. But these 8 Pushpams, he loves it. If you have these 8 Pushpams, nothing else matters to him. And hence, do not harbor ill feeling towards anyone. And then, Puratalvan, there was an Acharya by name Puratalvan, who was the prime Shishya of Ramanuja. Number 1 Shishya of Ramanuja. And Ramanuja had an Acharya by name Periyanambi. So, Puratalvan's Shishya was called Naluran. There was a Shishya by name Naluran. And Naluran went and joined as a king's minister, as a poet, as a scholar in Chola Raja, in Chola king. the Naluran became the king's scholar to advisor to the king. And he went and told the Chola king that because Chola king was a staunch Shaivite, he wanted to transform the entire Tamil Nadu or the south to Shaivite, to Shaiva Bhaktas. So he wanted to change everyone to Shaiva Bhaktas. So Naluran told the Chola king, there is no point in changing others. Just bring Periyanambi, the Acharya of Ramanuja, and Ramanuja to your kingdom and ask them to sign that Shiva is the Supreme Lord. Ask them to sign. Shiva Parataram Nasti. Let them sign statement. Then everybody will follow. That's all. Naluran told Chola king. And Chola king went and sent a messenger. Bring Periyanambi and Ramanuja. So the news went to Periyanambi and Purattalvan because Ramanuja was taking a bath in the river. And he had removed his saffron robe and he had gone to take bath. Purattalvan immediately told Periyanambi, I will adorn this saffron robe and you and I will go. I will pose as Ramanuja. I will not put my Acharya Ramanuja in danger. I will go as Ramanuja. You also come. Both of us will go. Because he called Periyanambi and Ramanuja. So they both went to Cholanambi's kingdom. And Purattalvan did not say, I will sign or I will not sign. He tried to convince the king. Logic, with Shruti Vakyam, with Veda Vakyam, with Srimad Ramayana, Srimad Bhagavatam. How you do Sandhya Vandana? Achyutaya Namaha, Anantaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha, Keshavaya Namaha, Narayana Namaha, Madhavaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha, Vishnave Namaha, Madhusudanaya Namaha, Trikramaya Namaha, Vamanaya Namaha, Sridharaya Namaha, Rishikeshaya Namaha, Padmanabhaya Namaha, Damodaraya Namaha. Is there any place where you get Shiva's name? In any of the Sandhya Vandanam, whenever, even Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, whatever anybody is praying to any devata, whatever yagam or yajnam they are offering to any devata, that devata ultimately passes that particular acceptance of that offering comes to me because I am the Antaratma in everyone. Krishna said, he is there as the Antaratma in every devata and he is the one who receives. So, if I am praising you or scolding somebody, I am actually scolding the Antaratma and the Lord is not pleased with that. So, here we need to understand, and Purattalvan tried to explain. He went into the defunct years. So ultimately, they blinded Periyanambi. They removed the eyes of Periyanambi for refusing to sign that statement. Purattalvan said, having seen such a abhagarata, such a person who has committed such an apachara, the grave sin against another Acharya. So he plucked the eyes of himself. Purattalvan removed the eyes by himself. So that Naluran committed such a sin of putting his Acharya Purattalvan and Periyanambi at risk, endangered their life in front of the Chola king. And when Purattalvan went to Perumal, the Perumal was pleased with Purattalvan. He said, I grant you salvation, moksham. I grant you moksham. Perumal told Purattalvan. Also I said, Purattalvan asked, if you are granting me moksham, I also want for Naluran, the one who put his life in danger, I want for my Shishyan also, please do not punish me. That is the greatness of our Sri Vaishnava Acharya. That is the one we need to emulate in our life. He said, Naluranathu moksham vendum. I want the Naluran also to get moksham because he was my Shishya after all. Whether he put me at risk or not is beside the point. I forgive him. And that after that, Andror Vartai Marikkade, if the elders, மேலையார் செய்வனகள் வேண்டுவன கேட்டிய ஆண்டாள் says, if the elders, scholars, acharyas, bhagavatas tell, do not disobey, listen to them, try to follow. Swami Gopinathan Swami was saying in Dubai, he had told one person who had come to the temple with a small Srichuna. So he told him, come every week we conduct this prayer. Come next week also. Come every week so that you participate. So he replied saying that, why are you asking me to come every week? Whenever I have time, I will come. So he kind of chided him. Like a slap on the wrist, he retorted back, one particular individual. It seems he went home and thought about that person. Why did he invite me? What benefit he gets by inviting me? Nothing. He only wants to elevate me, to bring me on the spiritual track, just like what Mukundan Swami is doing in Singapore. He is inviting everybody to join the satsanga. By doing that, he is not getting any benefit. Rather, others get benefited and they get more sadgati. So, this person went home, thought about it, and said he is not going to get benefited by that. So next week he came with full of big Urdhva Pundram and he started coming regularly and he picked up more momentum. Now he is supposed to be leading the gang. So the person who had started off like that, who retorted back saying that. So here what said, Andror Vartai Marikar. If somebody, it is not because they are getting benefit, they are saying, this, if you go with biting your nail and Periva says, then we get hurt. In front of everybody, he told me, so I get hurt. But he said, it's not hygienic because you may be having a dirt on your nail and it goes inside. Those days, they never talked about hygiene. But they said, do that, don't do this. In order to have a clean, pure life. So, I think I am crossing. I will just conclude with Ashtaksharam. Ashtaksharatul Yellame. Some of you must have undergone Samashrayanam already. Those who have not undergone Samashrayanam, Panchasamskaram, please go and get initiated. Those who are not born as Brahmins, those who do not have even this sacred thread, anyone can get initiated and Acharyas are ready, willing to do that. One can become a Sri Vaishnava by, even though one is not born in a particular caste. Andadar, Andiyar, Anaithulagum Indra, Nondavare Mudalaga, Vedanta description. Nondavare Mudalaga. You have to just feel that you need to get rid of this life cycle of birth and death. Why should I suffer again and again in very many births? Thank God we are born as a human being with a discriminatory power, with an intellect, and given an opportunity to listen, undergo these things. So we should grab an opportunity to get rid of this cycle. How to get rid of the cycle? Is there a way? Yeah, there is. Perform Sharanagati. Kiravi Peringadal, Neenduvar, Neendar, Irevanadi Sherada. People would cross the ocean of samsara. Tiruvalluvar says in Tripura, you would cross the ocean of samsara and you would not cross if you do not surrender. He never said first you surrender. He said you will not cross if you do not perform Sharanagati. So how to perform Sharanagati? You should approach a Sadacharya, Acharya, bona fide Acharya. Who is Acharya? There are people who would advise you. There are your parents can advise. Bhagavata can advise. A Sri Vaishnava can advise. Listen to the scholars or speak. You can approach anyone. There will be Acharya who would be able to initiate you with Pancha Samskara. and they will initiate you with mantra, Ashtakshara mantra, Dvaya mantra, Charana Shloka mantra, and they would perform Sharanagati for you. They would place the Jivatma at the lotus feet of the Lord. Thereby, the Lord grants you moksha at the end of this life. Promise. Once he promises, he will not go back. He says, Aham tva sarvapapebhyo mokshayishyami ma suchana. Do not worry anymore. Do not fear. Do not lament. I grant you moksha. I will get you rid of all the papams from you. And Mam Yekam Saranam Braya, just surrender to me alone. So it is not you alone, me alone. You all surrender to me alone, only me. So here that Ashtaksharam consists of everything. Namo Narayana, we say Namo Narayana. Alvars have said Namo Narayana. Tirumangay Alvar says, Purantarum Shelvam Tandidum. Adiyar Padutuyar Ayina Ellam Nilantarum Matrum Tandidum Petra Valantarum Matrum Tandidum Petra Ayinum Ayina Shayum Nalantarum Sollai Nan Kandu Konde Narayana Ennum Nama. It will give you the kulam, the Sri Vaishnava kulam, regardless of which caste, creed, color, gender, nationality, religion you are born. You will be called the Sri Vaishnava. Regardless. And one Sri Vaishnava goes down to the other Sri Vaishnava. Regardless of all this birth, caste, color, creed, gender. And in front of Perumal, all are equal. And when you attain moksham at the end of this life, all enjoy the same bliss, anandam. And it is billion times more anandam than what little anandam that we think we have here. So, Ashtaksharam, that Narayana will grant to everything. Tirumangay also says, Tunjumbodu Alayum, Tuyarvaril Ninayum, Tuyarili Sollinum Nandra. What a beautiful line he said. When you are about to go to sleep, just say Narayana and sleep. Enough. When you get some problem, sorrow, grief, at crossroad, don't bother, just say Narayana. When you have problem, when you have sorrow, you may say, no, I'm happy. Why? I don't have any sorrow. I'm completely fine. He says, even if you do not have sorrow, Sollinum Nandram, just say Narayana. So nice to talk, say, just say Narayana. And it is so sweet, Narayana. So this Narayana itself grants you everything. This Narayana Ashtakshara mantra, that Narayana Namam itself is Perumal. When you say Narayana, the Lord resides himself in that Nama. When you do the Japam of Narayana, the Lord resides in the tongue. The Lord resides in the tongue. So we should be happy that we are blessed with that Narayana mantra. Even in Bhakta Prahlada, regardless of what Hiranyakashipu did to Prahlada, he kept on saying Narayana. And when Hiranyakashipu asked, where is that Narayana? He said, he is there in the words that you speak. He is there in the words that you just spoke. And so, Narayana is there in everything and in everyone and in every word. And Ashtaksharam needs to be contemplated always, forever. So, and finally, Araikurai Arival Yegirade, the last one which I am going to conclude. Thank God. Araikurai Arival Yegirade, so applicable to me. So, with the half-baked knowledge, please do not jump that I know everything, I am a scholar, I have done. So, what we are yet to learn, what we have to learn is 99%, whereas what I have learned is only 1%. And what I have shared is 0.01% of what I had learned. So please reinforce and remind yourself, and if you have not undergone Pancha Samskaram, ask someone, approach your elders, ask your parents, undergo Pancha Samskaram. Try to be on track in a dharmic manner so that at the end of this life there would be no further births. And in addition to that, Andal says, Selvat Tirumalal Yengum Tiruvarul Pettu. So, when you are blessed with Sriman Narayana, not that he would just grant you moksham and let you suffer in this world. No. He is Tirumal. He is called Tirumal, Siyapati. In the mall, you get everything. Whether you want TV or computer or laptop, or it's a supermarket, vegetable, fruits, everything you get in mall. But including moksham, you get in Tirumal. And other thing also. Also the Aishwarya, also promotion, also well-being, also good kids, also wonderful spouse, understanding spouse. So with all that, Adiyan would conclude Kavita Kasimhaya Kalyana Gunashalini Srimate Venkatesaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha. Thank you everyone for patient listening and for the opportunity.